Hello, I'm Jennifer Snyder from the Flying Unicorns. Welcome to our Ustream series. We have Ustream shows every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock Eastern. The design team rotates, so next week will be Robbie Herring's turn. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I have just a couple announcements. If you want to secure the October kit, they go on pre-sale on Saturday. It's always the 20th of the month, and you have 48 hours to get your order in. The kits are going really fast, and the pre-order was a brilliant idea of Alda's, so if you really want your kit, you need to secure it. And next, the products that I use on tonight's show, if they're available in the store, will be 10% off. So let's see what I'm doing. I'm going to flip the camera around. Let's see. This is always like the hardest part of the show, I gotta say. Making sure the camera gets to your project. And I'm having a little bit of a focus problem today, but I think that it's autofocus, and I really just don't have much control over the focus. So hopefully it'll kick in. This is my canvas. I'm really trying lately to utilize a number of the Julie Nutting stamps on projects. Some of us have started collecting a sizable amount of Julie Nutting stamps. We can't help ourselves. And I'm trying to think of ways that I can use more than one in projects. So I think that's what I'm going to be focusing on within like some of the projects that I like to do. This is a family plaque, and I realized Julie only has one gentleman stamp out at this point, and I'm hoping that she fixes that. I know that she's got her mind is moving, and I'm just going to adjust this again so that so it gets a little brighter again. Sorry. But I know the wheels are turning in Julie's head. So, Julie, yoo-hoo, we need some gentlemen. But today, our family consists of women. I have a pretty Prima frame here, a resin frame. And I've got the new Prima flowers. Love them. They're little mini vines, and I believe Alda's got them in the store still. Maybe not these particular pink ones, but I know she's got some other colors. So grab them. Tonight, I'm also going to be using the watercolor, Julie Nutting's watercolor tag pad. It's a new product. I'm not a watercolor expert at all. In fact, before these pads came out, I didn't even use watercolors. I'm just adjusting this again. It seems like it goes dark. I don't know. It's just about, I'm just going to keep on moving. Anyways, I'm new to the watercolors. I don't know. I'm finding them pretty easy. I'm not an expert, and I'm just having fun with them. And I think that's the point of these new pads, is to have fun with them. These are the doll stamps I used. Alda has a great selection in the store. So, get them before they're gone. This is cute little baby doll. I don't know what her name is. She doesn't have a name on her package, but she's adorable. She's got a little toy that she pulls. I'm using Betty. I use Betty a lot. I don't know. Her and I just get along just fine. I'm using the dog. I think his name is Winston or Winslow. The packaging actually says dog treats, but I think it's Winston. And I'm using Shay. Shay tonight is taking the place of the mother figure. And Aiden, I love him. He is the dad for the night. When I'm going to be stamping the doll right onto the tag pad, and I'm going to be painting right onto the tag pad. How I stamp the dolls themselves. First of all, this Prima block, stamp block, is like my favorite tool now. A couple weeks ago, we were discussing the stamp block, and some of the gals said they didn't care for it. If you're using doll stamps and maybe the Balloon Girls and some bigger stamps, I think you can't go wrong with this stamp block. It gives a nice, even, consistent stamp. If you're just using it to stamp borders and stuff, the stamp block is probably not the way to go, because you just can't get, I don't know, you can't get the control that you want. But I love this for the doll stamps. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, you know what? I'm going to get something out of the way first. I did molding paste. I did some stenciling on my canvas, and I'm going to get that out of the way so it has time to dry. Okay? Let's see. Oh, here it is. Here's the stencil I used. Love it. I love it. I love it. You know what? Prima hasn't been naming their stencils, so I can't tell you what this one is called. It's just, I think it's called Decor something. Decor 1 or Decor 2. And you know what? I don't know. I just know I like it. And I'm going to use some extra heavy gesso, or gesso. I don't know how you guys say it. I don't know what's appropriate. Since I'm not really an art expert, I just call it what I call it, I guess. Let's see. I'm using a little palette knife. I'm going to put the molding paste at the corners. I know that I want my frame here, so I'm making sure that my molding paste is going to be far enough away so that my my resin frame fits. I'm using a little palette knife tonight because I don't want it to, with a big palette knife I get sloppy and I start bleeding into the other stencil, and it just becomes messy for me. But I just love molding paste and stencils. So easy. Just so easy. I might put a little bit more. Excuse me, excuse me. I didn't mean to put my arm right in the middle of the camera. You know, I'm sorry. I know that it's hard to see, but molding paste is hard to see anyways. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to put a little bit more down here. This one you're not going to see too much, but I know it's there. There. How'd everybody do today? Everybody have a good day? You're a quiet bunch tonight. There we go. Okay. I know sometimes the chat is the best part of the show, because you guys get pretty silly and rowdy, and you can always watch the show after. That's the most fun. And you know what? Sorry, my chat is not scrolling down, so I don't even know what you're saying. Yay! Jean had a good day. I'm happy to hear that. So I'm going to set my canvas aside. Enough of that. Done. Done, done, done. I am putting my stencil in a bowl of water so it doesn't dry out. I'm a stickler for my stencils. I like them to be clean and tidy. That is, I don't have many pet peeves when it comes to scrapping, but that is one of them. Okay, now it's time to stamp. Where did I put Aiden? He is hiding out on me. Oh, here he is. My stamp. I stamp a couple different ways. Because I'm using watercolor paints, I want to make sure that I have a stamp, an ink, that is not water reactive, like the Tim Holtz and like the Prima chalk edgers. They're water reactive, so that means they'll bleed a little bit when you add any kind of water or get it damp. I can use the StazOn is a great ink to use, and the Resist Chalk Edger is a great ink to use for these purposes as well. The Resist Chalk Edger does not bleed and run like the regular teal color chalk edgers. The chalk edger, the Resist Chalk Edger, I can really just get right and isolate the parts that I need, which will become essential when I start stamping his clothing. So I'm gonna ink up Aiden. I'm only gonna stamp Aiden. I pre-stamped everybody else, so the rest of the family is waiting behind the scenes back here, waiting for Dad, you know. Whoops, yikes. So let's take my stamp pad. Like I said, I like the stamp block because it gives me an even, consistent stamp. Watch, I'm missing a foot this time. But, oh, hold it. He didn't even stamp. Let's get him, whoops. Let's get him inked up. My goodness. Aiden. Dad's already given us a hard time. I think I was pretending to ink up before. I don't know what that's all about. I'm just using the backside because this is like a dummy tag. I've already cut the bodies out. Come on, Aiden, behave for me. There we go. Okay. See, he's not missing an arm. He's got a head. I'm happy. And usually when I stamp by hand or use a different type of stamp block, I'm always missing something. Body parts are missing. Heads are missing. That is bad. Okay, so let's move on. Here's the family. Like I said, I pre-stamped. Everybody's coming out, including the dog. I got to make sure I keep scrolling down for the chat. Okay, the whole family's here. Like I said, Julie nodding. We need some young boys. We need some boys. My dolls today are going to be a little bit of a hybrid. A little bit of watercolor and a little bit of clothing. Just a hybrid. I don't know. I just call it hybrid. But my watercolors. I'm working out of a box. I've got all of my supplies in a little, you know, one of those 12 by 12 plastic jewel cases or whatever the plastic case is. And they're all right here. It's just digging. I got to dig. So, okay. I'm just going to get my colors reactive with my handy spray mist bottle. And like I said, I am no expert. I just have fun. And I guess that's what we're here for, is just to have fun and learn a little bit, right? Oh, somebody said the cursor is like, what? What about the cursor? My cursor's like a goofy cursor. Okay, maybe I'll just keep it down below the chat. Oh, keep moving, Jen. And I'm a lefty, so this is definitely on the wrong side. Right? Okay, so I'm just gonna paint the color, the skin. I'm not doing the whole face. I don't know if you can see. I'm not really doing the whole face. Well, you can't. And he doesn't have a lot of face to do. But I'm just giving him a little bit of shading. So easy. Paint, 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 paint. And the only reason I didn't do this ahead of time was because this is so quick and so easy. The watercolors that I bought were, like, honestly, a really cheap set. I don't know, $6 maybe at one of the big stores. I think that Alda has some some pearly watercolors. They work too. They're good. What I did find with some of the spray mist, you have to be careful with the watercolor tag pad, because the watercolor paper is a different, I don't know, it's a different consistency or weight, or maybe porous, more porous than other paper. Well, obviously it would be, but I find that some of the mists, if they have a sheen to them or an iridescence, don't really sit very well on the tags or on the watercolor paper. It makes me unhappy. So you can try them out. I tried them. I didn't like them. Not for me. So we're almost done with our skin tones. Let's see. I just love the little baby doll. Did anybody use those? They have that little, you know, that little doll toy that I showed you? She's got that little duck on a string. Did anybody have that when they were little and the little feet went flap, 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 flap when you rolled it? Yeah, I did. Okay, done. They're done. The skin tone's done. I'm gonna do Aiden. Aiden's just his pants. So let's get the blues going. Let's get rock and roll and some blues. I'm gonna do his jeans. Just, oops, too much water. I'm gonna spray a little bit on my table here. But I can thin it out with my water, with my paintbrush. Easy. I'm not doing the whole pants. I'm just giving him an outline. Maybe a different color blue. Let's try something lighter. You could tell I'm not a watercolor expert. But, you know what? Heck, I'm having fun. It does matter. You can't be a perfectionist when you're on Ustream, I tell ya. You know? Okay. Good. He's good. I'm saying he's good to go. You know what? What I found, if any of you didn't know this, the watercolors seem to dry lighter than when they're wet. So his jeans look like they're a little dark. They'll lighten up. Like real jeans in real life, you wash them a few times, they start getting lighter. Okay, I know I'm being ridiculous. Oh, I want to do his shoes really quick. I'm gonna do his little shoes down here. Shoes. I'm gonna give him some brown hair too. You know what? I'll tell you, the watercolor, the coloring and the people, like any project when you're using the doll stamps, the people are the longest, most time-consuming part of the project. Once they're done, the rest of the project seems to just fly. Okay, so let's see. I want my Shay, the mom, to have some little brown hair. So let's give her some brown. A little bit. Oops. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Shouldn't color over baby doll. I'm likely to make a mistake. Oops. I'm sorry. My lighting, I had such a tough time today with lighting. I don't know. It was kind of getting me down. But the show must go on, right? Whoa. Ooh, she's got like a really big streak in her hair. Okay, that's good. This little girl is going to have a little blonde, little brown, little red. Done. Add a little brown. And call it a day for her. She's done. Done. Yeah, she's not done yet. I just need a little yellow. You know, any of you guys just like, sometimes just like, you're done, and then you do that one last thing that you wish you hadn't done, because like you do that one last spray mist or something, and you're like, oh my gosh, you want to cry. Right? Yeah, Karen, I'm having a problem with the dang cursor too. Yeah, somebody said I'm quick. Well, you know what? I can't agonize over this because I'm not a painter, so I just got to do the best I can. It's just, hey, you know what? Here's the thing. There's a pack of watercolor pads, watercolor tags. If it doesn't work out, you grab another tag and you start over. No big deal. Okay, little blondie. I'm just gonna put a little brown in her hair, just a little bit. Some little red highlights. Oh, she's cute. She's just wonderful. Oh, I want to blonde her up a tinge. Yeah, okay. Okay, they're done. I love them. I'm going to go in a little bit later and give these guys just a final highlighting. But I'm going to move on to, oh, I got to move on to the shoes. We're going to give everybody brown shoes for expediency's sake. All right. Am I still on camera? Yeah, sure I am. Done. You know, like I said, I'm leaving a lot of these, some of the parts unpainted and unfinished. That's how I did the original. I guess I did it because the background of my canvas is white too, and I just really wanted the people to pop and not get lost in the detail. That's the story I'm sticking with. Oh, you know what? Red Hot Mama's going to be wearing red hot shoes. I'm going to make them red. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. She's rocking the red. Yeah, okay. I love the puppy too. Love him. It's time to do the puppy. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna just stick with the colors I've got. This is, like I said, I think his name is Winslow. Well, no, Winston. Winston? This guy's super fast. I'm not doing his whole body. I just kind of want him to be like a black or a brown and white dog. Anybody got a brown and white dog other than me now? But what I love about the dog is, gosh, you could make him anything. You can make him a Dalmatian, although he's a little small, but he's a pup. Ooh, that was crazy. That was a crazy little. Now I got to do damage control. There. Okay, I'm just about done with done with the dog, done with the people. I'm not even gonna. Okay, you know what? Let's do his little heart. He's got a little itty bitty heart on his. I don't know if this thing'll. Dang thing's not focusing. Well, that thing, even though you can't see it, that thing right there is the itty bittiest of hearts. So I'm just gonna paint that red. Okay, done with watercolors. Now I have to find their clothes. Where? Oh, okay. Watercolors go away. See how easy? Now, I'm sure I made a number of watercolor errors for the real watercolor artists, and I do apologize, but it's all right. I'm a paper crafter. She's got a little bow. This is the easy part. Like I said, I have a little bit of a hybrid tonight. The dolls, the watercolor, and I wanted to give them some color. A pop of color, and I wanted to give them a pop of pattern. Oh, I'm going to show you where I got these from. These little itty bitty clothes. I got them from her little Julie Nutting's itty bitty paper pad. It's a 6x6, and it's got the tiniest little patterns in them. It's so delicate. but it's utterly perfect for the doll stamps, because the doll stamps need itty bitty pattern. She's got 2 paper pads. I think that Alda's got these in the store. So I love them. Once if Julie Nutting decides she needs more boys, this is a really good pad. It's got greens and blues. Julie, love it. Okay, this is the part of the show where I would actually take the doll stamp off and do freehand stamping. I did a workshop over the weekend, and somebody had a question for me, which was very interesting. She said, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to waste so much paper," because it came time we wanted to just do the shirts. I'm going to waste so much paper. And I was like, no. And she goes, "Yes, I am. Look." She stamped up the whole doll, and she proceeded to ink it up and stamp it, on the whole sheet of paper. And I thought, oh, okay, gotcha. I know what you're talking about now. No, I just isolate. I isolate what I want to stamp. And that's where the little chalk edges are perfect. And that's where the stamp block is not so perfect. But I just want to do his shirts. So I inked up and isolated. And I'm really just I'm going to be smart about this. I'm going to rip out just what I need and stamp it on a scrap sheet of paper, because I don't want to be wasting this adorable 6x6 Julie Nutting paper. And I'm just going to stamp it with my fingers. I didn't stamp it hard enough, but there you go. And I would just cut the shirt out. Oh, you know what? I didn't want to waste your time and my time cutting in front of you, but somebody else had a really good question also at the workshop. These little darlings have, their legs are attached, and they have like a hole in the middle, and her arm, for example. Somebody said, okay, what am I going to do? Am I going to use an X-Acto blade or a little? No, I just cut. I cut the arm off. I just cut. I cut the legs apart. See? Why? Because you're going to glue them down. Nobody's going to know that her leg and her arm is cut off. Just don't waste your time with, look at, see? She's waving. Look at that. But don't waste your time with that X-Acto knife. Keep it in the drawer and just cut. Okay. So let's keep on going and get these clothings on these naked people. I'm using Beacons 3-in-1. Because I usually always use Beacons 3-in-1. I could use anything, but I don't, because I just love this stuff. Oh, doggone and rats. I didn't color her little bow, so I'm just gonna, there, done. No crying now. I'm done. Okay, let's get this girl going. Done. And I think behind the scenes, hopefully my molding paste is drying on my canvas. I can only hope. Otherwise, I'll just have to blast it with my heat gun. Hi to everybody, and once again, thank you for showing up and persevering this, my silly chatter. I really appreciate you. Let's see. Are you asking me? Am I from Moore, Oklahoma? Oh no, I think you're asking somebody else. Hi from Oklahoma. Let's get this gal. Like, I'm sorry if I'm missing chat. It's not scrolling down for me today. I'm like 20 minutes behind you guys in chat. I'm talking about old stuff. You guys have moved on. Okay, Shay's dressed. Aiden's just about dressed. Like I said, this is the longest part of any project. Well, nutting type projects. Aiden, I'm just putting a shirt on him. That's it. He's done. You know, when I'm done with my dolls, if I want a little bit, if I want the edges to pop a little bit and just be highlighted a little more, I'm just going to take my edger and I just go around the doll stamp like that. I'm not going to do it on all of them because, we're going to move the show along, right? But I'm going to do it on her nice long legs because, you know, she's a smoking hot mama and we're just going to give her the legs she deserves. There. Let's see. I wanted... Okay, well, we're going to start on with the canvas. Oh, I did want to do one more thing. If you feel that you want a little more definition in your hair and maybe some of the pants or something, I took a chalk edger and I'm just going to outline, like, you know, maybe dab the hair like this. Just to make it pop a little bit more. That's up to you. Maybe I'll do it on the dog. Give him a little more pop. There we go. There, I like him. He's just going to stand out a little bit more on the canvas. Okay, so it's canvas time. See, we're already rocking and rolling. Yes, I want to put the people down first, I believe. This is what it looks like. I know. It's funky focus tonight. Little girl. My molding paste isn't quite dry, so I'm going to give it a couple blasts. I put it on a little thick. I was a little aggressive. So while I'm drying, let's scroll down and see what's going on with the chat. I see people are from Australia. Hi. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you. Okay, good. Good. Once again, we have the shows every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And Robbie Herring is up next week. Okay, I'm going to start gluing these guys. Aiden went first. I kind of layered them. I kind of put them over on top of each other a little bit. Legs are commingling. You know, it just looks like they're grouping together. That's what families do. So this little family right here is hoping one day to add a little boy, but we got to see how that goes. Okay, I'm just going to... Oh, doggone it. You know what? And I'm being silly right now because I don't want to use glue. Arg! I want to use my soft matte gel. Arg! Okay, I don't care. I'm going to soft matte gel anyways. This is Prima's Art Basic. I love it. I find that for canvases, it really makes the paper attach smoothly. Even though I did put glue on him, I don't care. He's fine. I just smack it on the canvas. Spread, wipe. I don't know if there's an art to this either, but I just slap it on. I'm going to move him up a little bit. Oh, Aiden. Oh, Aiden, the dad is giving me such heartache tonight. Oh, men. And then I'm going to wipe over him. A little bit. There. He's as good as attached. He's not coming off. Little girl, I'm going to do the same thing. Little girl's going to be hugging up, snuggling up next to Daddy. I'm going to put her, yeah, right about here. Because I've got some flowers and other stuff that is going to go right here. So she's joining the party. There we go. She's as good as done. This stuff dries clear. So it is really great stuff. Next, Mama Bear goes on. And I'm going to Uh-oh. Oh, I'm sorry. What size is the canvas? Yes, that's an excellent question. It's an 8 by 10. I struggled with my canvas size on this project. I tried a bigger one, and because I don't have a lot of family members, the bigger canvas was just like a big void, you know? So I scaled it back, and I'm really happy with this size. So I'm going to put Mama. I want Mama to look like she's a little more petite, so I moved her down. She's just about, oh, and I'm not attaching her feet yet. See, I'm not, her feet are kind of like flopping around because I've got some edging that I want to put down there. Let's get the girl. Betty. Betty's next. Pop Betty over here. You know, you could put their name. I made a little frame that says our family, but you could put the family's name on it. You could make little tags that say, you know, Bob, and put Bob's name over here, and or Dad and Mom and Sally and whatever. Have fun with it. Personalize it. If you wanted to give it to, you know, I don't know, a family for Christmas. Oh, I don't know. That's fun. Oh, okay. He's got to go down. The dog. He's last. These guys aren't coming off. They're on there. Whoops. Wow. Okay. Okay, I just lied. I just fibbed. You just caught me. Okay. Let's see. My phone keeps beeping, but I don't think it's really beeping. I don't think it's really beeping for me. I think it's just beeping. Okay, so the family is done. Family is done. Hold on, I got a clump of something under Betty's leg. It's a clump of, I think, molding paste. Let's paste her back on. We're doing really good. I'm gonna get you guys out of here and like on time. Done. I'm done with the molding paste. I believe. I'm just gonna stick it over here. Or the soft matte gel. Sorry, that was soft matte gel. Soft matte gel. Sorry, I lied. And all that, I believe, does have it in the store. Okay, so let's get. We have to do another step. So I'm going to set this aside, and this other step involves the watercolor tag pad. I'm having a lot of fun with the watercolor tag pad. This, I'm going to do 2 of them. Because if we have time, I'm going to just put the extra dog that I have on a tag. Okay, I'm getting the watercolors back out. I'm going to show you what I'm doing first because, heck, you got to know what I'm doing or it doesn't make sense. I'm making this border. Okay? This border, and I put a little border edge over here to, whoops, okay, my camera. I have to readjust the lighting. Excuse me, commercial break for a sec. Oh, I don't know. Okay, well, sorry. Got to keep on moving. The borders. I got these adorable borders from the Unicorn store as well. They're Julie Nutting borders, and they're just the cutest little things. There's flowers. This one says, "She looked so, oh so French." It's cute. There's little bows. So I'm going to use that little banner border thingy. But I need to make my tag. I decided to have fun with the watercolors and make my tag, paint my tag, and then stamp instead of the other way around. I'm just gonna. Oh, you know what? I don't use good paintbrushes. I hate to tell you because I'm not that I'm not that good with my paintbrushes. I let them dry with paint on them, and I'm an irresponsible paintbrush person. Yeah, I'm not allowed to paint walls and stuff at my house because I just let them dry, and there. It's nasty. This, though, is beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a little teal. It's got a little green. My lighting is off, but it's all right. I could add a little water, make it run if I want, but I don't know. It's good. I love it. I'm going to dry it. Dry it up. So while I'm drying, I'm going to scroll down to the chat again. Oh yeah, let me just repeat that the unicorn kits go on pre-sale on Saturday, the 20th of every month. And I think that you'll really want to consider that pre-sale option because the kits have been selling out super fly quick. Super quick. And I really would hate for you to miss out on the October kit because it's got a really special off-the-page project in it that I'm loving. I'm sure that you're just going to adore it. Okay, my stamp tag is done. Oh, you know what? I said I wanted to do it 2 at once, but I'll have to set him aside. We'll come back if we have time. We'll revisit. Okay, so I'm going to be done with this. I'm getting my stamp block out again. If you joined me late, I'm loving the stamp block because I can get a much more complete, consistent, clear image. I don't know. And I just feel I can. I find that must be true. But if I want to stamp something long and not have it isolated, I really am loving the stamp block. It comes in 2 sizes. This guy doesn't want to stick. I got to slap him down hard. We got to throw down on my stamps. But it comes in 2 sizes. Oh, doggone you. I don't know how to get them to stick. There. I think I just got to wrestle with them a little bit and do it fast, maybe. Yeah. Okay, that works. That works. There, it's a little different technique that you just saw there, okay? It's called the drop-in stamp, okay? From me to you, my gift. Let's see if I can recreate. Hopefully, I can't. It's a one-timer. It's a one and done, guys, the drop-in stamp. Okay. I'll do one more. I'm gonna throw caution to the wind and see. Oh, there. Okay. I love them. I love them. Oh. Now, you don't have to bear with me and have me cut these out. I'm going to set them aside, and I'm going to find the ones that I cut out pre-cut. I just got to do some tidying here. I'm going to keep on going. Okay, this guy's got to go away. I'm going to put my little edges out over here. Time to put my little frame together. Oh, I'm crooked. Am I crooked? Gosh. Okay. I love the little frames. I know Delaney used them last week. No, that was Karen last week. Delaney uses them. I know she loves them. Oh, we all love them. And I'm using some a little sign that it says Our Family. Oh, there goes the color again. There goes the focus and the color. And I'm using the large frame. It did take me a couple of tries to get my print out the right size that I needed. I can't lie. I can't lie to you. I did do a couple of tests, but, you know, this works. This works out fine. So I am going to kind of cut them out fast and glue them on and then cut around it. Because why measure? We've discussed this in other shows. Why measure? You just cut. You can always do another one. See? I did a second one just in case. So I'm going to stick it on there. Now you could say the Smith family or, you know, the Snyders established in, you know, whatever, 2008 or whatever. Happy anniversary. Merry Christmas if you're going to do like a little Christmas canvas. Have stamp the boy stamp 8 and dress up as Santa. Now that would be, and then Mrs. Claus, that would be very fun. There we go. Done. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm going to stick it on my canvas. I'm just going to kind of loosey-goosey it. I'm setting it down right now because I'm going to get some ribbon or some lace trim out. Lace trim. Pull that out. You know what I did? I can glue it on, but I used the soft matte gel once again to glue it on to the canvas. So I'm just going to kind of really thickly pop it on. I know. And I'm going to do some down here too, in the corner. And I put it under her feet. So, there we go. I don't know. I'm just going to... Alda has a bunch of gorgeous ribbon in the unicorn store. Okay, I'm going to put this here, put it on. It's quiet moment. Shh. I'm being quiet. Let's see. Let's scroll down on the chat. Maybe you guys aren't being quiet. Oh, it is. It's absolutely great for sequins and beads. Yes, 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 yes. If that's what you were talking about. Let's get some. Pop this over here. I had to be very careful when I put these on. I didn't want their little heads encroaching on my cluster, my border, or my corner cluster. So I didn't want darling Betty's head getting tangled up in all this lace, so I kind of had to be careful. You know what? We're almost done. I will be getting you guys out for bed and myself to bed in no time flat. Actually, this took longer than I thought. I was thinking this was going to be a real quick one. I thought I'd have time for tags and cards after, do some time filling, but no. But certainly not. All this chit-chat. One more. Sorry. Little bit of a cold is going around. I don't have it, but I've just got the, you know, the nasty voice. But I do know that our fair leader, Alda, has been very under the weather. So, Alda, I hope that you're feeling better. We don't like to see you guys down. Okay. Stick her shoes on. Her little red high heels. Beautiful. There. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, it's border time. I'm going to stick these away. My tabletop is getting messy. Stick my glue away. Oh, I don't need the mouse. Somebody should have buzzed me and said, Jen, get the mouse off. It's getting a little messy. But it's all right. Okay, we're going to use the borders. Stick them on. You know, I'm using the borders. I kind of use the borders like I use trim in projects, where it just can cover up a number of just unfinished edges. That's what I'm using this border for. Just to give it that finished, polished look. Whoops, 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 whoops. Stuff's falling off. Let's see. I'll stick it up over here. I think this guy needs a little more. The border doesn't like sticking with the lace, but doggone it, you stay there. Stay there. Once he's dry, but he just doesn't want to play nice. So like I said before, if you missed it, the products that are still available, the products that I used tonight that are still available in the store are 10% off. And Robbie Herring is next week. So if you can carve out an hour, join us. We would love to have you join us and be entertained and dazzled by Robbie Herring. We have such great lineup. The design team are all trying their hand and taking their turns, and we're just having a lot of fun with it. I think we're kind of all learning from each other as we're going, like what worked. And tonight, the lighting didn't work for me, girls, so don't do what I'm doing, which I know. I don't even really know. Okay. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. How about that? I'm done with the molding paste. I'm gonna mold him on too. I'm gonna stick him on too. There we go. There we go. I know that you really can't see it. Excuse me. You can't really see the stenciling that on the camera at all, but it's there. It's pretty. Before I continue and make a total disaster of myself in my project, I really need to tidy up. Tidy up. Yeah, last 6 minutes of the show and I decide I want to tidy now, right? Honestly, I'm telling you. Let's get these out of the way. Don't need them. But this has got to go. Don't you love your non-stick craft mat? Oh my gosh, what did we do before the non-stick craft mat ever came about? I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. Okay, the last and most exciting part is this gorgeous Prima flower. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it. It's called, oh gosh, what is it called? I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't remember. But it's perfect for my corner. And I am going to use glue on this. It's going to go here, and it's going to go right there. And it's that easy. Glue, glue, glue. Once again, it's my Beacons 3-in-1. And I'm just going to stick it down. And done. It's that easy. And this guy, done. I made sure that I made him go off the corner, just to cover the corner. And then, you know, things are flying and falling off, and I had these little berries, floral berries. They're just cheapies from wherever, left over from Christmas time, I think. I'm just going to cut some, stick them in. Whoops, that guy went flying off the table. We got to cut more. Well, let's just not go crazy and just start sticking some in, okay? So we can get you guys off to bed. Or to TV. I think that the new shows are coming on. They're starting soon. See, I'm just going to stick it in there. Tuck it in there. Oops. Oops, 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 whoops. There we go. Tuck it in there. Cut some more. Tuck it over on the other side. Just stick it in there. And I had a couple that I put over on this other side. Yeah. You know what? I've got these two floating around. I'm going to use them. Stuck it here and here. And let's see. I'm sorry, I can't scroll down. Oh, thanks. It is a very happy family. It's not my family. I only have boys. But you know what? I have confidence that Julie's going to add some boys someday. I gotta hope. Last thing that I did was I have this beautiful crepe ribbon that I got from the Flying Unicorn store, and I just tucked it in here and a little at the top, but I'm only going to tuck some in at the bottom tonight. And I'm going to use my, excuse me for a second, I'm going to use my barbecue skewer, my wooden skewer, and I'm just going to stick it in there. I'm not even going to tie it. I just stick it in there. Just shove it in there, and it like ties itself in there. Puffs itself up. There. And I'm done. And that's it. That's the project. The happy family with 3 minutes to spare. So I'm just going to look at the chat really quick and see if anybody has any questions. Yep, it could be on a card. Yes, so easy to do a card. I was going to make a fold-out card because that would be quite cute, but I don't know. I thought the canvas would be great because I could stick these beautiful flowers on it. And that's it. So don't forget, pre-sale kit goes... Oh, you know what? Let me flip the camera back around. And I'll just chat with you for a moment if I can flip it around. Here I am. Thanks once again for spending an hour with me. That means the world to me. I really appreciate it. I know Flying Unicorns appreciates it. Every Wednesday at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Robbie Herring next week. The products that I used in the show are 10% off. And we'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody.